Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what makes you so beautiful or so handsome. And if this is your very first time this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I'm an energy reader and this channel is all about connecting with the divine, tarot readings, and channeled messages. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If this is your very first time in a pick a card specific video, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, or if you need visual representations, you can pick the green deck here, purple deck, or this brown deck here representing 1, 2, or 3, and then go down to the description box below and you'll find the timestamp correlating to the number you picked, and that's where your reading will start today. All this art you see in this room are all of my own paintings, so if you want to see them all close up, you can check it out in my online art gallery in the link below as well. And without further ado, let's start with group number 1. Hello group number 1, how are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this channel and being here. It means the world to me that you guys are checking this video out. It's a small channel, so every one of you guys count. All right, you guys immediately, you got the leader card, and there's a lot of cards in this deck. So you guys got the leader card, tells me you guys have this independent streak, this air about you that people look up to. You have this confidence, you have this sense of drive that makes you, it's that inner confidence you have that makes people attracted to you, that makes you who you are, which is what makes you beautiful, which is what makes you handsome. And on top of the fact that you guys have this leader quality and this sense of independence and confidence and beauty because of that, you know, because when you have that, you stand taller, you sit straighter, you walk around with the confidence. You're embodying what leadership truly is by the way you walk, by the way you talk, the sound that you make, the voice, the frequency that comes out through your voice feels and sounds confident, and it has leadership qualities in it as well. So everything about you has that sort of alpha situation going on, that boss lady, that queen, that king mentality, and that whole vibe. Besides you guys being absolute leaders and amazing at what you do, and people do indeed look up to you, and you know, some people even find you out of reach. You know, if we're talking about romantic opportunities, some people find you unattainable because you seem so independent and so in charge of your own life, and you have things under control, and because you have earned it and you've done what you've done to get what you've done. Whereas some people are more codependent, but you're so far from that. And that's what makes you super beautiful and super handsome, is because of that energy that you exude. And besides all that, you have this energy of compassion. You have this energy of, you know, exuding and giving off love and care and nurturing. So it's a real strong balance you guys have, group number 1, of divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? Just that yin and yang parallax of who and what you can embody as an individual right now on planet Earth. You guys have that very nurturing side, very strong independent leadership quality where it's, you know, heavily, people feel they can depend on you, people feel like they can find advice from you, but at the same time they can also feel that they can feel nurtured from you, and that you actually listen and that you actually care. And so that makes you super attractive because you got a big heart, and you can feel when someone's genuinely open and vulnerable and has that quality in them where it's energetic. You know, everyone's energy, people can feel it. Everyone can feel your energy, no matter, you know, if they believe in this stuff or not. They can feel it. They can deny it all they want, but everyone is energy. We're all vibrating. None of our cells are actually touching. Everything is vibrating. There's always a slight gap in between the cells of each cell that you have in your body. Everything is vibrating, and just everything is hustling and bustling inside your body and outside of your body. So everything, vibrations are truly real. And with your vibration, what makes you super handsome, super beautiful is you're loving, you're kind, you're humble, and you are able to truly listen to people that come to you for advice, and that you are you come off very confident, and that you got everything under control. And so people admire that a lot about you. And because you have all these two incredibly amazing qualities going for you, you shine really bright. You shine really bright in a lot of people's eyes because of how you move and how you behave in life and how you are with people as well. And because you guys have this sense of leadership quality, I mean, everything manifests into physical form as well. Like how you look is how you are inside as well. So your thoughts really dictate and really help you with how you want to appear in this world, in this physical realm. If you tell yourself you're beautiful, like telling yourself that, and then, you know, sooner or later, because you believe it, everyone else will believe it too. It's this inner belief system that runs the show, that also runs your outer experience of this reality. And so some of you guys have really nice beards. It really complements your look and it really just looks nice. Some people have beards and then it just doesn't suit them, or like it doesn't work anyway. So with you guys, I do see that with you. And if you're a lady, and if you guys are sorry, I totally brain blipped there. So yeah, females that are watching this, super nice hair, just thick, and some of you guys I feel like have extensions and it looks really nice on you. Either way, your hair, the way you wear it and the way you hold yourself and the way you take care of yourself physically is really attractive. Nice skin, and you have really nice complexion as well that makes you super attractive. You know, it's these details. These are very detailed things I'm saying about your looks, right? But people do notice, you know, small things about your appearance, the way you dress, the way your little quirks, stuff like that. People notice all of that, whether you realize it or not. So group number one makes them super attractive. Very passionate, and I feel like some of you guys in group number one like to keep to yourself about some things in your life, which is okay. You know, you don't need to share everything with the world, with everyone in the world. So that's totally great, and that actually adds to your attractiveness and adds to your beauty and adds to what makes you so handsome, is the fact that you don't share all of yourself with everyone. Makes no sense. You know, it's kind of like a needy energy, or, you know, just overly out there kind of energy that's, you know, rooted from maybe insecurity, stuff like that. But, you know, anyway, you are opposite from that, so that's amazing. You guys have that going on. Passionate, you guys are able to really listen to your heart and listen to the wisdom of the universe that flows through you, and people find that really awesome about you, that you guys have a great laugh when you guys are genuinely having a good time and genuinely doing a belty laugh. People really find that attractive when you just let loose and you're just having a good time, laughing, smiling, enjoying. A 10 of Cups, yeah. People like to connect with you. You guys you guys have a small friend group, and you're quite selective with who you absolutely let in. And, you know, the people that you do let in recognize that and appreciate that. So, I mean, that in itself is also highly attractive, because people can see that you have boundaries, that you have, you know, standards, and that people need to earn your trust and earn their position in your life. So, yeah, I see you guys just independence. The word independence keep coming up. You guys have that really great independent streak going on for you, because, you know, when someone really has all of their SHIT together, there's nothing but to look up to that. I mean, it's great. They got things figured out. They don't need anyone, and they're good to go on their own. They're just, you know, everything, you know, self-love embodies is what you guys got going on. Compassionate, nurturing, and just beautiful people inside out in that sense. So that's wonderful. I feel like when romantic partners try to pursue you, they're just daydreaming like crazy, because you guys are really quite a catch, and they don't know, they always wonder, how can I, maneuver myself or slither myself into group number one's life. And there is that going on. Some people in your life are just trying to figure out ways and strategies and how to get into your life, which is so interesting. What a funny message. Yeah, you guys are really good at harnessing your creativity and putting that into work, and you guys do have that a very unique way of making your work for you, and also following your divine inspired inspirations from the divine, and actually executing these things. Some people just talk a big game and talk about all these things. In your case, you guys do put that effort into, realizing your dreams and realizing your ideas into fruition. So that's your reading, group number one. That is the message I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it, found it insightful, and if you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up. Remember to check out my Etsy store in the link below if you want a more specific reading catered to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number two. How are we all doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this reading, this video for you guys. Let's find out what people find so beautiful or so handsome about you. Spiritual connection right off the bat. You guys are deep people, aren't you? You guys have that depth to you that people crave. All right, straight to the deep end of the pool, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah, all right. So people are envious of your relationships with people, I think. People are envious of, this adds to your beauty. I feel like what is absolutely beautiful with you guys is your mind, is your spirit, is your soul, and your ability to connect with people, and how you can walk into the room and really have people look at you, like you turn heads. And there's some people in your life that are kind of jealous of that. Let's find out why though. Yeah, so they feel like maybe because like you have this really perfect life in some people's eyes. And so it's interesting, like, this reading was intended to be like, okay, what makes you super attractive and, beautiful? But I'm really getting a lot of outside energy, like how people view you and what they're behaving and how they see you. And it's like, you're this beautiful castle, you're this beautiful picture perfect life that you live in their eyes. And they feel like they have a lesser life compared to you. They feel like they're jealous of how you're able to connect so well with the universe and people around you, and then they wonder how you do it, and they wonder, they know you're super attractive and you have all these things going on, and that you guys are absolutely beautiful people, very handsome people. You guys have really strong neck. I want to say, like, it's just, these readings have been so specific. Yeah, you guys are really strong necks. Like, how, like, I'm thinking about, The Rock. The Rock has really stumpy, like, but strong, like, really nice, this area, the neck area. And, for example, with a female, like Ariana Grande has really slim, just really nice proportionate neck. So specific. So that's coming up for you guys. You guys just have a nice shoulder area. But most of all, it's the spiritual connection you guys have with people, with yourself, and with the universe. And besides that, I think people mostly are, it's interesting. They acknowledge that you guys are absolutely graceful, but then they kind of go overboard with how much they look up to you and envy you, that it turns into a little bit of jealousy, and they look at you and they're comparing their life with yours, which is so not healthy, right? But I'm picking up that they do that a little bit with when they witness your life, whether it's social media or just, witnessing your life in person, that they seem like they have less than what you guys have. You guys are really good at going towards the light, going towards when people see you go through things in life, it's like they see that you move on really fast. Moving on really fast, which is a great thing. Because, I mean, you guys can recognize that things are not for you anymore and it's time for you to just let something go, and you guys are able to let it go really fast, okay? I want to say some of you guys have really nice jackets. Really complements your figure. Group number 2. Embracing life and being a part of the planet Earth and the ecosystem that is on planet Earth. You guys are able to really tune into that, which makes you super attractive. So find that some of you guys, group number 2, if not all, are deeper people where you guys really like to tune in and really just go at the beat of your own drum, and people can see that, and that's what makes you really beautiful actually, is that you don't let people sway you too much, and you kind of just, when you see someone that is not exactly benefiting you or is straight up just being jealous or envious of you, you just ignore it completely. You just, it's just not even in your realm of thinking or, you know, awareness. You recognize it, then you just like push it aside. Okay, well, I don't need that person anymore. That person can chill, and, you know, they can come back if they, you know, stop being like that if they want to. So there is a simplicity about you that's really beautiful, group number 2, that, you know, you're so connected to the divine, so connected to yourself and with your friends, with things, with animals, spiritually, that, you know, you understand that happiness is in the simple things in life, and people can recognize that about you. Simple, keeping things simple, and that, you know, happiness comes from within. And, you know, whether this is true or not, we're talking about people looking from outside and seeing why they think you're attractive. So this is how you show up in other people's life, and what makes you so handsome, so, you know, attractive, beautiful, and, you know, sought after, is because you have this simpler way of living and simpler way of thinking, okay? And you're able to just embrace the journey of life, and people just see you just gliding through life, and they wonder sometimes, how is this person able to seemingly make life so easy? Like, we all deal with equal amounts of trials and tribulations of life, but other people, when they see you, it feels like you deal with less for some reason in their eyes, that you're able to just gracefully maneuver in and out of hardships, and you can just conquer it in a very light-hearted way. Deep but light, okay? If that makes any sense. Number 2. Sunstone, take pleasure in the things you do. And that is really the embodiment of you guys, group number 2. The Sunstone, that you're able to find happiness and in all the little things in life, and enjoy the rhythms, the flow of where you're trying to get to, and how you live your day-to-day life. Everything just seems a little better, like, with you guys. There's definitely this phenomena of the grass is greener on the other side when people are looking at your life, and it's like just everything that you do, whether the way you drink your coffee, the way you dress, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you move, seems just so simple and graceful, and that it really seems like you are enjoying every little moment of life, and there's just so much gratitude in that. And so that way of being, the way you guys have been doing that, it makes you really beautiful, because, you know, the way you move through life is just so graceful and so simple. People crave simplicity because, you know, there's social media, there's all these distractions, there's like, oh my gosh, like, you know, financial stability, and like, I want to travel, and like all these, you know, things that seemingly in society that makes life so complicated, but actually it's not. We're not designed to live a complicated life. If you observe nature and look at how, you know, nature operates, it's quite straightforward and quite simple, and you guys have that embodiment of that simplicity that, you know, you can find in nature as well. So that's what makes you quite beautiful, group number 2. loyalty. You guys are loyal friends, loyal partners, and just loyal people in general. You're loyal to yourself first and foremost. Most importantly, you do have that loyalty, and people absolutely love that, you know, loyalty and faithfulness, and having that quality in yourself is really a strong attribute that you guys have going on as well. Look at you. You guys are literally the sunbeam of light. Because you guys live in such a graceful way, I feel like the universe just gifts you with so many gifts, and people are, you know, this is how people see you. Like, you're just showering in miracles and blessings of the universe, and you guys just shine bright in this very specific way that you guys got going on. So that's your reading I have for you guys, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it and found it insightful. If you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up, and remember to check out my Etsy store below if you want a more precise reading catered specifically to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Let's find out what makes you so attractive, what makes you so handsome. So let's see. Oh, you guys have such a community vibe. Maybe you guys are Aquariuses, or I mean, whatever zodiac sign you are. I say Aquarius because they're all about the collective, all about the group, all about the well-being and the one love notion. Just that giant, just connecting lots of people into one place and making it happen, and, you know, doing your best to create a change. Regardless of that note, I feel like others of you, group number 3, you know, have this, you stand out in a crowd, and you are also quite a leader within your community. And for others of you, it's like people really appreciate you being a part of this friend group, really appreciate you being like a glue in a friend group or a community. You guys have this really strong presence in some kind of group or community, okay? Take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't, and match it to, you know, what's going on in your life. Because of course there's a few people watching these videos, so you guys have this so the first thing I said was, you know, Aquarius energy, and I'm still getting that vibe with you guys. So whether you're Aquarius or not, you could sometimes have that energy and that vibe. Maybe you have Aquarius placements in one part or some parts of your astrological chart, because there is this detachment, and, you know, some Aquariuses can seem really cold and emotionally detached from the situation, and sometimes you can feel that way, but it's like this parallax of a situation where you guys really care about your community, care about what you do on a collective scale, and on a bigger vision way. You really truly care about the overarching overall situation. And then when it comes to you as an individual, people seem like you feel kind of there's a distance and there's a gap between you and that person, and so it's almost like you are putting a boundary up, and you're saying like, hey, I want to focus on making an impact on planet Earth, and really focusing on your goals, and not letting anyone distract you or swaying you from your purpose in life, which is absolutely a great attribute. You're just simply focused in, you know, how can I make planet Earth a better planet? What are we doing? How are we raising the frequency? You're asking those questions, and people can see that's what makes you super attractive and, you know, beautiful, handsome, is because you care so much about planet Earth and the bigger picture of things. You ask those bigger questions. What is life? How can I, you know, help the collective frequency of humanity? What are we doing here? So it's this almost aloofness that's adorable for you guys, group number 3, where people want to try to, you know, get closer to you, but then they can't really, so you seem like unattainable, and that makes you even more attractive because they feel like they can't have you. So there's that going on, group number 3. Skybridge, possibility for union. Interesting. Let's see what's going on here. What makes you attractive, beautiful, and handsome? Group number 3. You're very adaptable as well, aren't you guys? Very adaptable to situations, environments. And you're always seeking the truth in situations. You're able to put yourself in, you know, other people's shoes and understand that and gain the perspective that you need to move forward with. And you're always seeking wisdom, you're always seeking the truth, and people find that really attractive because they can see that. They can see that you're always seeking, always learning, always educating yourself, and it's this drive that makes you really, you know, people are drawn to that because you're so driven, you're just focused, you're just, you know, and that they can feel that that's where your focus lies, is that you want to know the truth, you want to know. And this deck is, I forgot the name of it, it's definitely in the description box below because I love this deck. And all these imageries are very deep. So the fact that you guys chose this deck is already telling me that you guys are highly, you know, spiritually in tune, and also just very interested in the arts of divination and, you know, one love and humanity and that collective and what's going on throughout the universe of where we are at this time, this time of evolution in society. Interesting. The castle. You guys, I feel like have maybe nice homes or nice place. Maybe you guys, where you live is nice and people envy that. Not so much envy, sorry, it's more so they look up to that and they find that attractive because you guys have picked a nice location to reside in, and it really adds to your attractiveness and beauties because the place where you live in is also attractive. The tier. Both of these decks are actually really deep. The crystal one and this one, I can't remember for the life of me, are very deep. So you guys have a lot of depth going on. There's a very much like a seeking energy. I feel like Capricorns can be like that as well. They're always seeking further self-development and it never ends. And because you seek so much truth and seek so much self-development, that it shows. People can see that you're not, you know, just gonna settle for the comfortable zone. You're gonna seek the truth. You're gonna seek more challenges. You're gonna try to push the edge, push the limit in what that can be done. And so that's really something that adds to your, I'm not so much getting physical appearance for you guys that makes you attractive or, okay, no. All right, so your eyes. You guys have really piercing eyes, really deep eyes. People can see it when they look into your eyes. They're almost like, whoa, that was striking. So you guys have that going on for sure. Yeah, connecting with the divine, connecting with your intuition and really listening to that. And you guys truly are able to just listen to what the world needs and then you execute it, which is super cool. This is very specific. Okay, let's see. Group number 3, what makes you attractive? Rural energy. You guys have this ability to, you know, put an end to things that aren't working for you. Group number 3. Oh my gosh, seriously. The Queen card and the Empress card showed up for you. So, and there's so many planetary imagery here. We have literally planet Earth over here. And we have the moon here. Sometimes this looks like a cheese to me, but this is the moon here, the imagery, and we have planet Earth again here in her belly. So you guys maybe are in a really fertile phase in your life. You know, if we're just talking about you, the advice that's coming through for you guys here at number 3 is that you guys are in a very fertile moment in your life. So really, it's a great time to plant the seeds, good time to share your ideas, good time to, you know, make things happen and get the ball rolling with things. So that's a really powerful energy you guys got going on right now. So, and that's also what makes you attractive as well, is that people can feel your fertile energy. They can feel how powerful you are right now in making things happen and getting things done. Again, I have another community card. You know, people just love having you around in your friend circle, in your group, and you really, you know, spice things up. You're able to, you know, make it a good time, and it feels like, you know, what the purpose is, because you guys are able to think about the bigger picture of things. You really help tie all the dots together, and people really appreciate you being able to, bring people together, and also remind people what the purpose is and what you're doing and what you guys are doing in general, collectively as well. So, you know, I see children here as well. There might be some children involved, but children really enjoy spending time with you as well. Dogs, children, and, you know, letting go of things, moving on. And, you know, okay, you guys are highly psychic. I'm not surprised. I'm kind of surprised that this card didn't show up earlier for you guys. The High Priestess card about, you know, you being able to be so in tune. And that's why people know they can't, you know, BS you, because you can see right through them. They can see right through everything that is in front of them. They know the truth, good or bad, and they can see things for what it is. And that's another thing that makes you highly attractive, is because, you know, you're not here to be, you know, there's no fluff here. Okay, it's all just real, raw authenticity that comes from you, and that's one aspect of you, which is a really powerful aspect that makes you highly attractive and handsome, and makes you, you know, sought after, is because you just know you're real, you're raw, you're that type of person. Beautiful eyes. You guys have beautiful eyes, definitely. Something about your presence soothes people's souls. So you help calm their energy, and you help, you know, remove any blockages energetically as well, whether you realize it or not. Just the way you are, the way you show up into group settings, into hangouts, into whatever, just your energy is just so bright and so light that you are able to help unblock any things that's going on in their energetic body. And people could feel that. They're like, wow, I feel so much better just by being around this one person, which is you guys, group member 3. And let's see. Okay. Oh, you guys are the dog spirit. You guys, okay, yeah, like cheerful. You guys have that, you know, I was saying earlier about the Aquarius energy where it's a bit detached, and even Capricorns can feel a little bit detached as well. That's the other zodiac sign energy that I picked up on. So, but at the same time, you're loyal to the cause, you're loyal to yourself, you're loyal to Mother Earth, you're loyal to your intuition, you're loyal to the truth, you're loyal to wisdom. So people can see that, and of course that's attractive, because, you know, loyalty is a huge thing these days, when you can, I mean, especially to yourself, because that's the embodiment of, you know, making sure you're okay first before you take care of everyone else. And that's powerful. So that's your reading, and that's the message I have for you guys, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up, and remember to check out my Etsy store below if you want a more specific reading catered to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.